Hi, it's David here from David Bostock Photography. Hello. I want to talk a little bit about a pretty big thing that happened last year to me. After 17 years of being a professional photographer, I finally got my fellowship from the British Institute of Professional Photographers and also the Royal Photographic Society. What is a fellowship? A fellowship is the highest level you can get to within photography. And 17 years ago, I walked away from sort of corporate life and became a full-time wedding photographer. And I've learned that to be a really good wedding photographer, you've got to like people and be interested in people, and you've got to coax the best expressions out of people. And they've got to be relaxed with you because you're a big part of the day. So being a professional photographer isn't for the faint-hearted. You really do only get one chance to get that image. And everything has to be tack sharp, it has to be well composed, and it's got to be as perfect as you can make it. Modern mirrorless cameras help enormously with their autofocus and things like that, but you really do need to perform top of your game, and that's every week in, week out. And I remember going to every single wedding with a big sort of influence on me, Jerry Giannis. He used to say, shoot each wedding so like your life depended on it. And I do that because it may be another wedding for me, but it's a couple's unique day to them. So knowing your kit backwards, inside out, being able to operate in the dark is a given. So is reacting to weather conditions. So I was really, really pleased to get this fellowship. It's all in black and white. So much of my imagery is in black and white. I shoot everything in colour, but you know, I'm influenced by so many of the old photographers. You know, this person here, Horse Be Horsed, is a massive influence on me. Classic, this was probably taken in about 1935. It's called the Main Bone Corset. And he was one of the big photographers for Vogue. And I love to use his lighting inspiration in my work. I've won over 200 international awards over the years, and I now own 3 fellowships. But I still approach every single image like I used to do when I had a wet darkroom as a teenager. You know, I was that guy that used to have an enlarger and negatives and developing trays and things like that. So when I'm working on things in Photoshop and Lightroom and dodging and burning, I'm using exactly the same techniques I used to use with a bit of card and a wire on an enlarger in with a red safe light on there. I'm very influenced by film noir movies, likes of Ridley Scott, Kubrick, Alan Parker, etc. And there's so many photographers in the past I'm still discovering. This fellowship, after much procrastination, is 20 images. Without doubt, there are another 100 images I could have included, but these ones are my absolute, I believe, are the best and my favourite, and work together as a panel. It's printed on my favourite photographic paper. This is called Hahnemühle. It's a shame you can't reach in and touch this picture, but this is a fine art paper. It's got an incredible dynamic range for its photographs here. It's expensive, but as the guy from Harley Davidson said, if you get a $10 head, buy a $10 helmet.